Morning, guys. How we going? Got tea. Let's put some more water in that. See if we can get it to last a bit longer. So everyone's asleep. Okay. Everyone's asleep. I had a quick tidy up. Oh yes, everyone's asleep. So I thought I'd have a quick tidy up, and then see if we can go live just for a little while. The iconic trio. How are you? Iconic trio. How are you? Good morning. You're the first one on. Have you been on before? What should I call you? Do you have a name? What country are you in? Happy Christmas. Welcome to my kitchen. I just woke up having a cup of tea. Got Elvis in the background, of course. The kid's going to wake up soon, so I'm just seeing how things go. Hi, Emily. I like your iconic trio. I like your little picture. So I'm still half asleep, but I thought before the kids wake up, I thought, because everyone's going to wake up and they're going to all pounce on me. So I just thought, just do a quick live. I was going to read some messages and start reading chapter 1 of this. I don't know how long I've got. I'm going to go by the kids. So here it's 7:31 a.m. in the morning. So they do wake up early, my kids. So hope you're well. I'm not sure how many are going to join us. Mona Lisa, have you been on before? Mona Lisa Hazemans in the Netherlands. Welcome to Defending Elvis Presley. I hope you're well. So I was going to go through some comments. This lovely Christmas Boxing Day, 2024. Hi, there we are. Hi, Emily. Hi, back to normal. So, did you have a good Christmas? Did you enjoy it? Mona Lisa, have you been on before? So we just come together, we have a little chat, and we read some books, and we discuss different topics to do with Elvis and his bloodline. We're here to defend Elvis. That's basically what we do. Hi, Diana. Merry Christmas. I managed to get up and sneak up while the kids are all asleep. So let's see what messages we got. I think what I'll do, I'll just go through some of the messages we got yesterday. Oh my God, that is a long one. I haven't read this one yet. So this is a message to do with yesterday, because I couldn't do any live streams. I posted loads of old footage, vintage footage. Elvis and Anita, Graceland's in the snow. I had Elvis live in 1956 in Tupelo. Quite a few clips that I found that I just posted just to keep the channel going through Christmas Day. I quite enjoyed it, actually. Your youngest son did a lamb gyros, and chicken along with heaps of food. Yeah. So a lamb kebab, yeah, gyros. I like that. Chicken and lamb kebab is the best. I love it. It's probably my favorite meal. A lamb gyros. I bet he loved it, Emily. Mona Lisa, tell us where you're from. Are you an Elvis fan? Let us know. We meet up every day. Every day we meet up and we chat and we do reading. Like I was going to start reading chapter 1 of this again. I have a beautiful picture under the tree. Awesome. It was nice, I think. Yeah. We had a lovely time. Christmas Day was lovely. It was quite stressful. There's a lot of obviously cooking and presents to open, so there's a lot of pressure on my wife. So for her, it's like a day at work, and she does the main cooking, so she had a tough day. But Christmas Day is always tough, isn't it? But we also have the fun and the joy, and just being together, opening the presents, and eating loads of lovely food, and just being around family. It was a very sweet, beautiful day. The kids didn't want it to end, did they? The kids wanted it to go on and on. All right, okay. So Mona Lisa has been a big fan since 2012, and you visited Gracelands. Wow, your English is good. And you are, what country are you in? Oh, they're Netherlands, of course, Netherlands. You said it in the first message. Well, very welcome to Team Elvis. Very welcome. It's Christmas time, so I'm not expecting many to join us. Mona Lisa, a lot of people will watch this later in a few hours. Anyone waking up later, good morning. I hope you had a good night's sleep. Get yourselves a coffee or a tea. Rotterdam. So I'm from a small town called Weston-super-Mare, and it's near Bristol in the southwest UK. You're very welcome, Mona Lisa. We love it when new people join us. Right, I'm just going to read this. I haven't read this, but this is posted on one of the videos that I posted yesterday called Elvis and Anita Love Letters Part 2. So that is, we were reading the book. I can't see it. My wife's moved it, but we were reading Elvis and Anita's book, Once Upon a Time. And this is a comment off it. It says, Elvis was in a unique situation. He had too much on his plate. So many girls chasing after him. And this is from Ninin. So many girls chasing after him constantly. Plus, he was super busy with his career in his 20s and 30s. I agree that Priscilla most likely never would have happened if Gladys had lived. And you know what? So many of you say this to me, that Gladys wouldn't have liked Priscilla. Gladys wouldn't have approved of Priscilla. Also, I think, isn't this comment aimed at the fact that Elvis was, to nicely put it, he eventually wasn't loyal to Anita, and Gladys wouldn't have allowed it. Is that the point I think she's saying? I agree. Gladys would, because Gladys liked Anita, didn't she? So I agree. She wouldn't have allowed Elvis to be. It's hard. I'm not sure how to put it, but the bottom line is Elvis wasn't ready to be with just one girl. He wasn't. Not at that time. Not in sort of 1956, 7, 8, 9, those sort of years. He was just a man in his 20s, isn't he? He's still excited, high on life. So, but I do agree, Gladys passing in 58 almost gave him a bit more freedom. Do you agree with that, guys? You can feel his spirit in the house. Oh yeah, you've been to in Memphis, yes. And we've seen quite a few different interviews that say this, that you can sense Elvis at Gracelands. Yeah, Emily. I think Gladys would have been much stricter with Elvis if she'd been around with Anita. I think Elvis got away with things that Gladys wouldn't have allowed with Anita, which I think we're about to read chapter 11. Can't see where the books are, but my wife's, oh, there we go. We're about to read chapter 11 of this amazing book. I highly recommend this book, guys. Once Upon a Time. It's a bit dark in here, isn't it? Once Upon a Time, Elvis and Anita. We're about to read this. Chapter 11. We've just read the love letters, which is why the comments come through. Yes, I definitely think Gladys would have... things may have been different if Gladys had been alive. Louis, it was almost as if when Gladys passed, Elvis just couldn't settle in his life. Yeah, I see that. I agree with that, Emily. I think Elvis was very different after Gladys went. And every time I think about Anita and Elvis, I'm gutted. I'm gutted because even that video, that color footage that I posted yesterday, and you really watch them together, yeah. They just, she's got her red dress on, and they just really look good together. They really suit. And I think Elvis looks very comfortable. Yeah, very. When he's with Anita, and even when they're in the car, they go for the drives. You got some footage there, and they look good together. The glove fits with them, but Elvis, he's too young. He's too young. Morning, Angel. How are you? Happy Boxing Day. I hope you enjoyed yourself on the chat yesterday, Angel, with Team Elvis. They all made you feel very welcome, didn't they? Let's have a look. Yeah, it was a nice day. I think it was a lot of stress for my wife. She had a tough day yesterday because the kids were really full on. My wife tends to cook the roast dinner because she likes to do it her way. Yeah. So not really much I can do other than try and keep the kids quiet. They were screaming for about 7 hours. They were so excited. So it was a tough day for my wife. She was absolutely knackered. She was really, really tired. And but for the kids, it was the best day ever that you could ever imagine. It was like heaven. Oh yeah, the kids were like they couldn't have been happier. So I agree. Priscilla most likely never would have happened if Gladys had lived. She almost definitely would have vetoed that idea due to Priscilla being so young, if nothing else. I think Elvis, like most men, went for looks more than anything else in women. Yeah, well, you can't ignore the fact that looks are a big part of it, especially at that age. Yeah. I don't agree that he went for looks. Let me just read that bit again. Let me just read that bit again. I agree that Priscilla mostly lived. She most definitely would have vetoed the idea due to Priscilla being so young. I think, like most men, went for looks, and that. Well, I don't know. I don't think Elvis just go for looks. Obviously, he was taken by how beautiful Priscilla was, but no, I actually think Elvis did look deep inside. And actually found it hard to trust women. And I think Elvis was always trying to see if he was being used or taken advantage of, or if the women only liked him for his looks, his talent, his fame, his money, Graceland. So I don't think Elvis just went for looks. I don't think so. I understand your point, though. Let's have a look. But you say like most men, yeah. A lot of men do, I suppose. Let's have a look. He want the Elvis too, and I'm sure he felt great deal of pressure to always have the best looking girl around. Oh, I don't know about that. So I'm reading someone else's comment, yeah? I don't know actually about that comment. I want to read that bit again. He had a lot of pressure to always think he had the best looking girl around. Oh, what do you think, guys? Hi, Tony. Did you get my message? Happy Boxing Day. Hi, Tony. EP was not grown up enough to get married. Anita was a different quality as a person. She had morals. I think Anita was very good for Elvis. I agree, Diana. I fully agree that Anita was very decent, very decent. But some of you guys think she was career-minded, a busy lady, very talented, a gifted, beautiful woman. She had her own life. She was successful in her own right. She had her own show, didn't she? That she co-hosted. She'd been offered Paramount Movies, wanted her. It does seem like Elvis preferred the girl at home. Didn't really want a career-minded girl. And yeah, and Diana says Elvis was not grown up enough to get married. See, he definitely wasn't ready at that age. No chance, no chance. But I also think Elvis wanted to enjoy the fruits of life. Yeah, he had all this fame thrust at him. By the time he got to Anita, he was super famous, wasn't he? So he wanted to experience everything, didn't he? He was very excited person, high on life, yeah. And I don't think any Elvis didn't. I don't think with that kind of adulation, attention, and fame, and success, and talent, and energy, and love for life, that he was going to go, right, okay, Anita, I'm just with you. I just don't think he could do it. But I do think Elvis loved Anita. Honestly, I really believe Elvis loved Anita. So Mona Lisa, when I was 10 years old, I became an Elvis fan. Now I'm 63 years old. Um, so you've been a fan for 53 years. Wow. So many of us here on Team Elvis, we are called Team Elvis, have been fans for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Many of us on Team Elvis. So I think Mona Lisa, I always think that once you've been affected by Elvis, you're never the same again. I really believe that. I really think I discovered Elvis when I was a very small boy, around 4 years old. I think I changed. I just changed. Something in me changed. There was some kind of connection. Um, I can't even explain it. It was like I became a different person through discovering Elvis and his movies, his music, the way he looked, acted. It just sort of, I can't even explain it. It's almost like, without sounding weird, it's like he became part of me. Does that sound weird, guys? And then I've never been able to shake it. Since I was 4 years old, I've always had this feeling of Elvis around me. Yeah, I can't explain it. Obviously, the quiff gives it away. I'm fit. Just so you know, I'm 57. I'm 57 years old, Mona, and I think when I talk to you guys on here, many of you feel the same way. There's just something in you changed. You were touched by his essence, and it was more than just the music and the movies. I think a big part was how he came across with his personality, his charisma, his charm, the look in his eyes, the smile, the way he moved. Just think something, he had the power to alter you with just a quick glance. And, we all know that Elvis could walk into a room and the whole room, everyone's head would turn. He just had this aura, this glow, this magnetic pull towards him. It's hard to put into words, but I know how you feel, Mona, 10 years old, and you discover Elvis and it changes your life. That's how we feel here at Team Elvis. Let's have a look. Yeah, many of us here are 50s, 60s, 70s, even 80s. Yeah, I know, Mona, we all do. Yeah, Emily gets it. Emily, I can't even explain it. He's playing in the background now. To me, that's just the norm. Elvis in the background. Linda, Merry Christmas. Just reading your comments, guys. Yeah, little hi, Tony. Yeah, it's just something. I've had this with other things as well. There's like, but Elvis is the standout thing. I had it with the Beatles. I had it with Grease, the movie. Uh, there's other artists, but Elvis is the one that, oh, life changing. Yeah, life changing. Right, let's keep reading this. So I think Elvis, like most men, went more for looks than anything else in a woman. I see Elvis differently. I think he really did look for the essence, the spirit of a person, the soul of a person. Elvis looked deep in with a girl, I think. But I know what you mean because he was so young. The Elvis too, I'm sure he felt a great deal of pressure to always have the best looking girl. I never thought of him that way. I never thought, oh, Elvis needs to have the best looking girl. Never thought that about him. Priscilla certainly fitted that bill. She I don't care what anyone says. She was a stunning, beautiful girl. Emily won't like that. Emily won't like that. Emily, I saw your comments on the Facebook channel. You made me laugh. You made me chuckle. He had the ability to spread love and joy, and we felt his love and his music give us the feeling of love and acceptable. Although we didn't know him privately, we grew up with him. Yes, we did, didn't we? We grew up with Elvis and with Lisa, because obviously Lisa grew up really through the 70s, but so did many of us. And we almost feel like Lisa was a sister, almost like we were very protective of Lisa, weren't we? We're very protective of. We watched her life evolve, didn't we? With Lisa, so it's hard. It's almost like she was a relative, like a relative. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, Helen. So I'm still half asleep. I'm not awake yet. But I thought if I don't do a live now, the kids are all going to wake up, and so I have to do it now before they run down and attack me. Let's have a look. I'm going to show you my Elvis jacket as well. I did it on the Elvis live. Let me just read the rest of this. He had it in his mind that with her being so young, he could mold her into the ideal woman. Now, you know what? When people say that, we have to remember that it's the 1950s. Yeah, it's pretty normal that a man in his 20s would get with a younger girl. And yes, you imagine yourself marrying that person, having kids. So you want a girl that you can respect, that is decent, that doesn't have a big history of different boyfriends. And I don't know if mold is the right word. I just think, if I base this on my relationship with my wife, we sort of mold each other. Yeah, does that make sense? With me and my wife, we sort of affect each other's lives. So when they say he wanted to mold her, I would say it's a two-way thing. Anita would have wanted to mold Elvis. Yeah, and then you sort of grow together. Does any of you get what I'm saying? Emily, it's 7:53 a.m. So do any of you get what I'm saying? Scylla was gorgeous, but only on the surface, not inside. Well, Tony, I have to agree with you. The more research that we've done, I think you're right. I think she has a very dark side, quite a nasty, sort of brutal side. But I don't hate Priscilla. I just think she has been very cold in her decisions through the decades. So right from being unfaithful with Steve Peck the dance instructor in '68, just after Lisa was born. Then the unfaithfulness with Mike Stone, the karate instructor, and then even how she demanded a divorce, and then the very ugly divorce settlement. I just think Priscilla has made some very cold decisions. And then we could keep going forward to the second divorce settlement, which she shouldn't have had. And then you've got, I think, how we go on to how she treated Lisa with putting herself first. Priscilla puts herself first for her career, for her ambitions, her aspirations. Poor Lisa Marie is a victim of that, I think. Lisa Marie is a victim of Priscilla's ambition. So my point with Priscilla is, and I agree with Tony, that she had a very cold decision-making process. Yeah? And it's still happening now. But I want to make it clear, I'm not a hater. We have to defend with love. Yeah? Tony will agree with this. We have to defend with love, with kindness, with forgiveness. So I don't hate Priscilla, but I will expose her wrongdoing. I have to. To properly defend Elvis, we have to expose Priscilla's wrongdoing and try and get her to admit things and apologize. I really think that. So I want to do it in a respectful way, which is difficult, guys. Priscilla was a brat, not grown, not educated. She needed a hand to learn how to behave. She's got away with some serious wrongdoing, Diana, hasn't she? Yeah. No, part of the thing that bothers me with Priscilla is that she keeps saying that she is the reason that Elvis's legacy has been preserved. Yeah. And that is so far from the truth. It's the fans are the reason Elvis's legacy has been preserved. Obviously, the music, the movies, Elvis's charm and charisma, the impact that Elvis had on the world. That's what preserves his legacy. Yeah, it isn't. It wasn't nothing to do with Priscilla, and we've already proved that Priscilla did not prevent Graceland from being sold. Priscilla wasn't the person who thought up the idea of opening Graceland as a museum. That all of that has just been twisted. Now, in case you're new to this channel, we're not haters of Priscilla, but we have to expose the wrongdoing. Yeah. So we do a lot of research. Priscilla didn't save Graceland. Priscilla didn't. It wasn't her idea to open it as a living museum, and she takes full credit for it, which is wrong. The idea of Graceland becoming a living museum was thought up years before, and Graceland was never going to be sold off ever. Anyway, Priscilla tries to say in her interviews it was going to be broken up. And in one of her interviews that I posted the other day, she actually said that it was going to be sold within 6 months. It's just rubbish. And that Elvis was going to be forgotten within 6 months. Yeah, it's just rubbish. In one interview, she says to Lisa, your father would have been forgotten within 5 years. It's just bullshit. Just bullshit. Anyone that falls for it, Priscilla has nothing to do with saving Elvis's legacy. Nothing. Now, has she made money? She definitely has made money promoting Elvis for the last 40 years. But she isn't the reason. The fans, the music, Elvis himself, the movies. That's why we still are here talking about Elvis. The impact Elvis had on human beings, on the world. That's why we still remember him, not because of Priscilla. So whenever she says this in interviews, it drives me mad. Same the whole thing with the Elvis is the love of my life. Come on, guys. Does anyone really think that? Does anyone really believe that Elvis was the love of Priscilla's life? If you do, you only have to do a very basic bit of research to understand that Elvis was definitely not the love of her life. It's almost laughable. So, I always bring up the Piers Morgan interview. If you want to see an interview that is completely full of lies and the truth being twisted, watch Piers Morgan's interview. It is the worst, most ridiculous interview I've ever watched. Everything in that interview is the opposite of the truth. The opposite of the truth. Go and watch it, guys. You'll laugh at it. We've reviewed it quite a few times here. Okay, let's keep going. She definitely doesn't. Helen, I don't think she generates love and warmth. She definitely don't do that. I think she tries to. But no. Elvis Presley would still be there. He'd not need Priscilla Buelow to save. It is ridiculous, Diana. I agree. How wrong she was, I guess she said so she could capitalize on it. It's just to her. I just see with Priscilla that Elvis is a business. Elvis is a business. That's all I see. She would have been forgotten. Elvis would never happen. Come on, we all know that the only reason anyone knows who Priscilla is because of Elvis. That's yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a good interview from Priscilla. I don't think at some point in any interview I've ever watched, she always says something I don't agree with. She controls the questions, otherwise, how come all the interviewers have the same questions? It does seem that way. It seems it's pre-agreed questioning. But I always bring it up. Let's get the book. I have to show this book. Yeah. And I always find that the questions always follow this storyline. Yeah. You could go to any decade, any interviewer, any country. They always follow this book on questioning. Yeah. And it's just so unfair because this book is bullshit. This book is a book of lies. I think almost everything in this book is incorrect or has been twisted. Yeah. So, but they still use it for questioning. So I was going to show you my jacket, guys. Let me just get it. I'll just show you my jacket my wife bought me. Whoa. I told my wife, let's just put it down a bit. I told my wife, get me a jacket so I can, because on New Year's Eve, I want to dress up as Elvis in the '68 comeback special. So I'm going to brown my face a bit more. I'm a bit brown anyway. I got some leather trousers going. So what do you think, guys? So I'm going to wear some leather trousers, some black leather cowboy style boots. I'm going to dress up as the '68 comeback special on New Year's Eve. What do you think, guys? No, I'm not going to give you moves. So what do you think? Probably wear a black t-shirt because this ain't no good. And that's it. New Year's Eve. The hair's looking not too bad. Should I try and turn around? Whoa. So that's my gift. I've just got to wait for the leather trousers to come and we'll see. Right, so I wanted to show you guys my gift, Christmas gift from my wife. So okay. There we are. Bit embarrassing, but right. What I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna make a coffee. So I might quickly put something on here while I make a coffee. We can carry on reading that comment as well. Quite an interesting comment because I can sort of go through it and agree or disagree on different points. Yeah. Yeah, I think black t-shirt went well with it. Yes, I'll wear a black t-shirt. Meant to say hello, great leather coat. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I wanted to do it last year, but it just never happened. This year, I watched an interview with Riley, and she was saying that she has a very good relationship with Pussy. Interviewer is a woman called Chelsea. Oh, right, okay. Let me take a picture of that comment so I can look it up. Now, I'm pretty sure that Priscilla had the twins, Finley and Harper, for a while, didn't she? And Chelsea, do you know what? I think I did watch that. I did watch that. No, I think I did watch it. Wasn't she wearing a yellow t-shirt? I got a feeling I know that one. Let's have a look. I got a feeling I watched it. She spoke a lot about Scientology and her friends in Scientology. Isn't that the one? Let's have a look. I might have saved it on my channel. I'm pretty sure I've watched it. Let's have a look. Let's see what I do. If I see something I like, I store it on here. Yes, there it is. I did watch it, and I'm going to review it with you guys. Where are we? Let me just show you. So that one, is it going to focus? Let's have a look. Let's try and get it focus. It's not going to focus, but it is Dear Chelsea, and I've watched it, and I noticed about 20 minutes in, it starts to discuss Scientology and Lisa and Priscilla. And what I was going to do with that, I was going to play it. Let me just see if I click on it. Let's just see if. Yeah. So.
The same experiences and loss and grief and like suffering.
Just turn it up a little bit.
The love that was there, so it is very.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play it while I make my coffee. Yeah.
During this time of loss, or I know it wasn't right back to back, but between your brother and your mother, I mean, you needed another witness there. I mean, anybody would. Are you close? You're still close with your grandmother, right? I am. Yeah.
But here we are. Actually, that's coincidence.
Right back to suffering, in a sense, but also the love that was there. So it's very unique. Like, I feel very grateful to have him. I mean, yeah. I mean, during this time of loss, or I know it wasn't right back to back.
But here we are, guys.
Your brother and your mother. I mean, you needed some. Yeah, we share. He's kind of.
Just gonna go make a coffee, okay, guys?
He's I'm sure. I hope he one day writes his own book, because his story is so fascinating, regardless of my mom. Like, he's just one of those people that has the most insane life. But I think that there is this sense of we share a lot of the same experiences and loss and grief and like suffering in a sense, but also the love that was there. So it's very unique. Like, I feel very grateful to have him. I mean, yeah. I mean, during this time of loss, or I know it wasn't right back to back, but between your brother and your mother, I mean, you needed another witness there. I mean, anybody would. Are you close? You're still close with your grandmother, right? I am. Yeah, we're close. We are. She's wonderful. I mean, we've been close my whole life, and I think that been doing a lot of press who've asked about our relationship, because obviously there was a lot of news when my mom passed away. Ultimately, like, we have never, I mean, to this day, have never really had an argument, and we're fairly close, you know. We're pretty average family, other than the random, you know, lawsuit and oddity here and
Oh,
there.
right. I wasn't even talking about that.
Okay.
Did that get sorted out?
It did.
It did. Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's good to know. So, but your father lives in, you live in LA?
Yeah, I
And your
do.
father lives in LA,
He does,
right?
yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I kind of looked at it, like I was reading it and I'm like, God, your dad and you kind of sound like soulmates.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think we all, like, there was a sense between all of us that we were soulmates or something. You know,
Yeah.
like him and my mother, my brother, and myself and my father. Like, there was such closeness there that I think a lot of my processing of their loss is like also processing the closeness as well, and realizing how unique that was.
Well, you talk about in the book when your brother took his life and that your mom, you knew that your mom wasn't going to be able to survive that for very long.
Yeah.
Instinctively, you knew that. And you talk about how you guys all just kind of came together and stayed in the house and really grieved together and didn't talk about anything other than Ben, and, you know, really honored him. And I thought that was very powerful because not a lot of people know how to do something like that.
No, and I think that it was a unique situation because it was COVID. So there was also nothing to do and we were all stuck in the house. And so, but I also felt very grateful for it because I think that had life been its usual self, that maybe I would have, you know, kind of, I don't know, tried to escape some of the pain.
Right.
And I think that the way that we grieved, you know, it's obviously like a lifelong process, but in that moment was really like effective. Like it was I just kept feeling like in the moment, like the only way out is through, I remember. And I just felt like I had to feel it all and had to be present through it. And I think that because we were all staying in this house and because it was, you know, the pandemic, it allowed for that kind of grief, which normally you just kind of just go back to work and have to process while you're, you know, juggling life.
Well, and it seems like your mom, from what I read, sort of organized times for you guys to be creative together and grieve together and process. Like, can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that when he passed, like her whole life was then grieving my brother, like in mourning essentially. And I think that at times that was intense because that was, you know, she had a very strong personality, and so whatever she was feeling was how the room was feeling. So I think that her feelings dictated like everybody around, and I think that she was kind of firm in not wanting to ever stop grieving my brother. And so it was kind of like when you're around me, like I'm in pain and that's just how it is. But the honesty in it was really I mean, in her whole life and in her grief was very powerful too.
Did you feel at all like you suspected your mother wouldn't be able to survive Ben's death and that she was going to struggle with it, which initially she didn't, right? She stayed sober for a while, you write about. But did you feel at all, I mean, it felt like when you were on the plane ride coming home and texting with your dad about, you know, whether or not she was alive still, that there was almost an acceptance from you that was the way it was going to be, instead of sometimes, you know, we resist and fight the reality that we're in.
I think a lot of my lifetime has been acceptance. Just being around a lot of addiction and situations that were not in my control. So by the time she passed, I think I had a lot of practice in accepting what is. Not that it's not painful, but I think that, you know, through her addiction, my brother, you know, things with my father, like there's been a lot of things where I've just had to, like there's nothing to do other than, you know, surrender to what's happening. So I did, and there were other things that had happened with her health, like she had a seizure, which I mentioned in the book, prior. So there were these moments where I kind of had placed myself in that scenario, and also through her addiction.
Hi guys. Right, sorry about that. I was making the coffee. So I was listening to that from a distance, and she really is opening up there. I want to watch it properly with you guys. What I'm going to do with that interview is, I got the coffee, guys. What I'm going to do with that interview is watch it in small sections with you. I want to dedicate a whole live stream to that interview because it's really eye-opening, isn't it? It really does delve in deep. Obviously, she's talking a lot about poor Lisa, God rest her soul. She obviously mentions Benjamin. She does mention Priscilla. I think we need to go through it properly on a proper live stream. I might do it on the next live stream. I know she sort of left us hanging there. Well, I'll quickly press play on it, read your comments, and then I'll come back to it. Okay, but I want to just quickly read your comments. Okay, guys, so let's just keep watching it.
Thought it was a very likely outcome that she wasn't going to make it through her addiction. So there was a lot of like bumps in the road along the way, but I think ultimately when my brother died, I could see that she was here, you know, begrudgingly, you know, and so there was, for whatever reason, in that moment, I did feel a sort of like, I don't know, I just felt like I accepted whatever was going to happen.
And also the idea that she's finally at peace.
Yeah.
Right. And on some new adventure. And I mean, I know you're probably spiritual, right? I gathered that from your writing.
Yeah. I think that's the other thing, is that I like, through these things that have happened, I think I've chosen to look at death in a way that feels I don't know, truthful, like the most, like from my experiences, I guess, through loss and through grief and stuff. I guess I've chosen that I like to look at it as more of like a wonder of life as opposed to like the end, you know?
Mhm.
So I think that I try to apply that because we have, you know, no idea. So I like to live in the wonder of it instead of the.
I like people who talk about that the idea that they do know what's going to happen. It's like, or that when people say something like drowning is the most peaceful way to die, you're like, who told you that?
Yeah.
Who told you
Like,
that?
oh, my worst nightmare.
No shit. I'm like, that is the worst possible scenario. What do you feel a responsibility? I'm sure you do, but how does this work in your life with your younger sisters? How old are they?
They're 16.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you're like, are you like a mama bear to them?
I think so. You know, I'm not their mom, but I am their older sister, and I think that I've, you know, spent a lot of my life. I'm 20 years older than them, so it feels more like an aunt or a mother kind of relationship than, I don't know. The other day, one of them said, "You feel like you're my age." I was like, "Oh, thanks." But it's definitely more like a, you know, I'm much older, so it does have that sort of dynamic.
And do you feel a sense of responsibility to continue your mom's spirit with your sisters and to like carry on the traditions that she gave you guys and taught you?
Definitely. Yeah, I definitely, and they do too. You know, they want to, you know, honor her and do things she did and stuff. I don't like push them in any direction, but I kind of see what indicates to them and then follow their lead in that.
It's funny when I read about your dad and your.
It's funny because the way she opens up about the twins a little bit, how they want to honor their mother. Of course they do. I don't want to play any more of that because we're going to spoil it. I mean, it ended on a very interesting note, didn't it? Talking about Finley and Harper. And also she talks about how, because she's 20 years older, it's the relationship is more motherly. Yeah. But I just find that is quite an interesting interview, guys. I think we have to go through it. I don't want to, it's quite, you know, this interview is, let's just have a look how long it is. It's 39 minutes long. So I think we need a whole live stream for that. Because what we'll do, we'll play it every 5 minutes. We'll chop in and we'll discuss it together. So thanks for reminding me, because I forgot about that interview. I watched it about 3 nights ago. So let's just read your comments, guys. Hi, Isa. Happy New Year coming up. So the kids haven't woke up yet, guys. The kids still fast asleep. My wife is probably still fast asleep. She was exhausted. She was exhausted. She just wanted to go to bed. I woke up this morning, did as much tidying as I could just to try and make it a bit easier for her. Did the washing up and all stuff. And so I do my bit, but you know, she's a much better cook than I am. I'm no good at cooking. And so my wife has a way, she likes things to be done her way. Yeah. So, you know, the tree, the presents, you know, what time we open them, what desserts we have, what starter we have. So I tend to follow, but because of it, she does the bulk of the hard work, the bulk of the stress is on her. So yesterday was a tough day, but also a real fun day, Yeah. So it was a mixture. Let's have a look. Right. Let me just check your comments, guys. So we've been on nearly an hour and the kids haven't jumped on me yet. So we're doing good. So your boyfriend was going to give you a Priscilla Presley tickets for the Bad Newheim thing that she's doing over there. Diana, your first Christmas with your boyfriend. Is that right, Diana? Your first Christmas with your boyfriend. We all remember Diana meeting her boyfriend. Let's have a look. Was Chelsea the handler? I don't care for that interview. I want to, yeah, hi Rosalind, happy Christmas, happy New Year. I want to watch it. Before I judge it properly, I'm going to watch it, yeah. But already it does seem quite interesting, I will say that. I hope she doesn't say anything horrible or negative. We'll see. Bear with me as my phone is not typing correctly. Don't worry, Helen. I like the way Riley gives interviews. It seems like you can ask her anything. Yeah. Do you know what, Diana? I have saved 4 different podcasts of different people. I've messaged all of them saying, can I review them? And I haven't had the time to go through any of them. A lot of them were done leading up to Christmas. So yeah, and I agree that she just sits there. You could be talking to your best friend or your mate, couldn't you? And she just answers the questions quite happily. She never really reacts negatively. She just, whatever question you say to her, she just calmly gives you a very honest, from the heart reply. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen Riley get upset or angry or irritated. She just takes on the question and gives a great answer. Always. I'm definitely a big Riley fan. I'm a massive Riley fan. Yeah, Songword. Helen talks about my gadgets because in case you don't know, I'm on carnivore keto diet. This is how I lost all my weight, right, and restored my health problems. Sometimes I get hungry. I have found that if I blend butter into my coffee, it stops me feeling hungry. That's just butter. I mean, people don't realize butter's good for you. Butter is good for you. It's a long story, guys. You have to look up Dr. Ken Berry on YouTube. Dr. Ken Berry, yeah, on YouTube, and you'll learn everything you need to learn about the diet that I'm on. Yeah, right. Let's keep going. So Tony's asking what parts of the interview that I think it was Rosalind didn't like. I mean, there's quite a few interviews out there, so you can get them mixed up. Yeah, Diana, must be very painful to talk about those things. I tell you what, she does it with ease, doesn't she? Riley does it with ease. I couldn't. I'm so emotional. If you asked me these questions, I'd start crying. Honestly, I couldn't answer any of those questions. You know, obviously the serious personal circumstances, you know, the deaths, yeah, that the Paul Presleys have been through, you know, the bloodline, yeah. I'm very, very emotional person. Yeah, as you found out. I'd be too tearful. I couldn't answer those questions. I just couldn't. I don't have it in me. So yeah, Diana, I agree. Yeah, we love Tony. We love Riley, don't we? We love Riley and the twins. That so I think the twins are brilliant. They did this they did a what was it, a talent show on their Instagram, and I happened to be watching when they did it. They were just so kind to the contestants. They were both there, and then when the contestants were singing songs for this talent show, and I happened to be there, and I recorded Finley and Harper singing together an Elvis song with a contestant. It was brilliant. It's on my live streams. It's on my Instagram. So I've got the twins, 16 years old, singing an Elvis song together in harmony with a contestant. They were so kind and friendly and gracious to that contestant. They were welcoming people onto their show to sing on this very tiny little talent show they did just for fun on Instagram. Excited young teenagers. It was beautiful, and they're clearly, obviously, Elvis fans, and of course, it's their grandfather. And they were just so sweet. I really get a feeling for them that they are very lovely, decent people. They're very young, so they're only kids. So I did manage to get a question in. What is your favorite Elvis song? And they said "Crying in the Chapel." "Crying in the Chapel" is their favorite Elvis song, which is a beautiful song. I love that song. They are definitely Elvis fans, guys, even though it's their grandfather. They're definitely Elvis fans, 100%. And they talk about their mother. They always post lovely pictures of their mother, their beautiful mother, that of course they dearly miss. Yeah, they were very, very close to their mother. Even Riley, she was very close to Lisa. I don't think people realize just how close they were. And these last few interviews and podcasts that Riley has given, you really can tell that Riley was very close to Lisa. So was Benjamin. Benjamin and Riley were very close to Lisa. They had a unique closeness, a unique bond. And the more we do research and watch all these interviews and books, etc., you start to understand that there was a very special closeness between Ben and Riley and Lisa. And then eventually, when the twins come along, between the twins, Finley and Harper and Lisa, and Riley. So, yeah. Let me just turn my PC is going to turn off. Let me just turn it on. So if the kids wake up, guys, I am going to have to come off. Let's warm that coffee up. So has anyone put on a bit of weight on their tummy from eating too much Christmas food? I don't think I've put on loads, but a little bit. I've put on maybe 3 pounds. So I want to lose that over the next few weeks. On my diet that I'm on, I've been very good. I had one piece of cake. It was like this Christmas cake that my wife had made. I only had one piece about that big, quite a small piece. I've stuck to the diet. I've been on obviously the lamb, the pork, the chicken, the vegetables, which I'm allowed. I had a prawn cocktail starter, which fits within my diet. So I've been pretty good. When we went to we visited my wife's mother in Bath City in the UK. We had a dessert there. What was it? It was what was it? It was cookie dough. It was cookie dough with ice cream, but I only had a very small portion. And then we also had some Christmas pudding. Do you know the Christmas pudding that is made of raisins? Yeah. the proper classic, I had a piece of that with ice cream. So I've actually only had 3 things. Oh no, I did have I did have some chocolate orange, 3 pieces of chocolate orange. So these are my cheats over the whole of Christmas so far. So today we will have Christmas dinner again today, eating the leftovers, because loads of leftover Christmas dinner. Come on, we all eat leftovers of Christmas dinner, don't we? So we'll have some of that today for lunch, and then I'll have some Christmas pudding, you know, the one that's made of raisins. Don't even know what the right name for it is. Maybe with a bit of custard. And then after the new year, as we approach the new year, I'll go back to normal. I'll go back to just meat, eggs, fish. I'll really stick to it. So I don't think I've put on much, just a little bit. I'm still well over a stone lighter than I used to be, because on the carnivore keto diet, you lose a lot of weight fast. Tony's doing it. Tony, how are you getting on? You got lots of energy, my friend? Tony, how are you getting on with it? Are you got some energy today? How's the weight loss going? Hope you don't mind me asking you. So many of you here do the carnivore diet, do the keto diet, and I'm really interested in your successes. Obviously, we're an Elvis channel, but I do like to share the diet with you guys, the carnivore diet, the keto diet, because it's been so good to me. And Dr. Ken Berry of YouTube, it's been so good for me. So I want to share it. Right, let's read your comments, guys. Okay. Right, let's have a look. No, that I know. Maybe it's Ben in my feed. My husband might watch him. We both use the same YouTube chat. Let's have a look. Right, Diana. Quick question. Have any of you read Elaine Bundy's book? I haven't. Definitely not. Let's have a look. Is it worth buy it? I'm not tired. I just Songbird, you say you seem tired. Yeah, I just woke up. But are you talking to me or are you talking to someone else? I've just woke up. So yeah, I've definitely got the sleepiness going on. Let's have a look. All right, so Diana, have you been still poorly? All right, yeah, Diana, you did say that you've been poor, you had a bit of a cold, didn't you? Right, so is it worth to buy it? Quick question. Have you right, okay. I don't know the book. Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up with the comments. Plenty of fluid, lots of sleep. Yes. Let's have a look. Yeah, I do exercise. Ayisa, I run. I do a bit of weight training. So I regularly exercise. I do, but actually the last 3 days I haven't because of Christmas. Suddenly everything comes to a stop because of Christmas. But today I'll go for a run today. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like turkey. I've never liked turkey. Yeah, prawn cocktail. We love our prawn cocktails. Right, let's go back to the message. Okay, so I might on the next live stream. We're gonna probably go through that interview, dear Chelsea's interview. Okay. Let's go back to that. Let's find that comment. I've probably lost it now. Here we go. So this comment has only came in an hour ago. So she says, I think Elvis, like most men, went for looks more than anything else in a woman. He was the Elvis too, and I'm sure he felt a great deal of pressure to always have the best looking girl around. Priscilla certainly fit the bill. He had it in his mind that with her being so young, he could mold her. We've already commented on all of that. Into his ideal woman. You know, I can flip that, guys, because I actually find that women, I mean this respectfully, I had girlfriends before I met my wife. I remember the girls were trying to mold me into how they want me to be, and I think, don't we try and mold each other? Does anyone agree with that, guys? Don't we try and mold each other? Yeah. It's because obviously, you're two individuals, you're getting to know each other, so you have your ways, don't you? You have your ways. I think eventually you sort of grow together. That's how I see it. So, when people use the word mold, they're trying to say it in a negative way, because that comment could be very negative. It could be like, oh, Elvis is a controller, a groomer, which is another lie that Elvis is accused of by Priscilla. But I don't see it that way. I just see that two individuals are growing together. So the word mold is used in a negative way, in my opinion. So let's have a look. I don't like turkey anymore. Yeah, yuck. But it still was a partner to be themselves to grow. But still want the partner to be themselves to grow together. Yeah, I don't mean not be themselves. I don't really mean that. I mean, we got different habits, haven't we? I got my habits. My wife's got her habits. When you're living with someone, yeah, somehow you've got to find a middle ground where each other's habits don't become a problem. So I think both people adjust. I think we both adjust, the man and the woman, and you learn to live together. That's my point. I wouldn't call that molding. I would just call that learning to live together with each other's individual ways. Yeah, does that make sense? I'm trying to put it into. So there is a great new war calendar of Elvis. Yours. Thanks, Diana. You will be adapt in every way. Yeah, it's like I tell you now, no one's molding my wife. My wife is a very strong-minded person. Yeah, my wife does what she's going to do. There's no stopping her. If my wife decides she's going to do something, she's doing it, whether I like it or not. There's no molding, but we have different habits. So you have to learn. You give each other space, don't you? You give each other space to live. Yeah, does that make sense, guys? So I don't think mold is the right word, really. Let's have a look. So Songbird, I've never lived with anyone, so can't answer that, but you should accept each other's. So Helen's comment, you should accept each other's way. Yeah, 100% you accept each other's way, but because you're living together, you have to learn to live together. So it's not straightforward. It's, come on, relationships are complicated. Yeah. And there's obviously there's a real lovely side to living with someone, but it can also be quite difficult. Yeah. At the end of the day, you're two individual people with different things, different views, different outlooks on life. You find a way. Me and my wife have been together 19 years. So you find a way, don't you? You find a way. Like my wife isn't isn't a massive Elvis fan. Yeah, I am, of course, but my wife likes Elvis. Yeah, she likes the way he looks, his music and that, but she's not a big Elvis fan. So I am. But my kids, my two little kids, love Elvis. They actually love Elvis. Yasmin and Tino, they love Elvis. Priscilla certainly fit that bill. He had it in his mind that with her being so young, he could mold her into the ideal woman, but young girls eventually grow up and develop a mind of their own. See, this is an interesting comment because I do think as Priscilla got older, she become more strong-minded about things. But remember, she didn't move over till she was nearly 18. She holidayed 2 or 3 times at 17. I think there's a side to Priscilla that Elvis didn't know. I think Elvis didn't know the true Priscilla. Obviously, the book Child Bride. The book, I can hear movement, so I might have to go. But the book Child Bride has an alternate look at Priscilla in her teenage years. But I do think that as Priscilla got older, she became much more strong-minded, and she wasn't the Priscilla that Elvis thought she was. She became different, I think. I think Elvis started to discover there was a whole different side to Priscilla. And I think this was close to the marriage, the engagement, the marriage. I think when Elvis started to see Priscilla's true colors, I think he changed because it wasn't the Priscilla he thought it was. I think that, yeah. Right, I can hear footsteps. I might have to go in a minute. I'm just going to try and read the rest of this comment. But young girls eventually grow up and develop their own mind. She definitely did grow up and develop her own mind, which is. But don't forget the growing up period. Elvis wasn't with her. Because, yes, we know Elvis met her at 14, briefly. There was no relationship for 6 months, maybe. But then Elvis goes back to his life for 2 years. So people don't realize. So this comment says they grew up and developed their own mind. Yeah, but she grew up in Germany away from Elvis. So people imagine that Priscilla was with Elvis from 14 till she moves over when she's nearly 18 to Gracelands, living with Dee and Vernon. But no, Elvis didn't see her. Many people don't know that. Elvis was not with Priscilla from 14. He wasn't with her. Now, I agree. When she moves over, when she's nearly 18, then things are different. Yeah. So, this comment doesn't really take that into account. I think this comment assumes that Elvis was with Priscilla from age 14 till the day they divorced. So it's not true. It's actually not true. I don't think Elvis properly got with Priscilla until she was nearly 18. So it is straightforward, guys. And I'm pretty sure that Priscilla, don't forget, she moves over when she's nearly 18. So this comment says developing her own mind. But I'll tell you what, when I was 17, I'd already developed my own mind. Yeah. So I think this comment gives the impression that they were together at 14. She didn't have her own mind. And then whilst they were together, she developed her own mind. No. They met at 14, 6 months friendship. Then he doesn't see her for nearly 2 years. Then she moves over to Gracelands. Well, by then she's got her own mind. She's nearly 18. So that comment is a bit unfair to Elvis, I think. What he wanted in a woman was really the last thing he needed. Anita called him on his crap. He didn't like that, but he definitely needed someone like her. Morning, right, kids. Right, I'm gonna have to go.
No, we're going in the lounge.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to go. Let me just read the back of this comment. So the kids, morning, little lovely, say hello.
Hello.
Hiya. It's Boxing Day, kids. Boxing Day. Say hi, Team Elvis.
Hi, Elvis. Look what
Did you enjoy Christmas?
Yeah. Look what I got.
Come on then, can we show them quickly before we go? Let me just read the last 10 words of this.
It's
But you show them.
Karaoke. So
It's a karaoke machine.
yes, but it doesn't. We don't know how to play music on it,
Yes.
so we just sing in it, and we have 2 microphones, and you have to turn them on.
I told you my kids wake up early. Look at the time. It's 8:44 a.m. Tina wants to put his football top on. He's football crazy. He's football. Right, arms up. Whee! Ponk. Ponk. There you go. Yes, look how cool you look. Wow, that's a Chelsea football top. Right, have you shown? So this is Yasmin's karaoke machine. Right, are you going to show me some more things?
Yeah. And I got that.
Right, you grab. Let me just read the last bit of this, and then you show them that. So the last bit of the comment, he didn't like that, but he definitely needed someone like her. If he had his mum, Anita, it would have kept him in check. As it happened, he had no anchor whatsoever. The sad situation that led him to his early grave. I definitely agree. He did need his mum, Gladys. He definitely needed his mum. Come on then. Oh my God. Right. Okay. Right. So what is it? A bus?
Oh wow, it's a pet bus.
A pet bus.
Pets can go in there.
There we go. Can we-
And Yasmin got these dollies.
All right. Let me have a look. Oh, right. Right. You put that back over there. Don't drop it. Have you got it?
No.
Put it on the. Right. Okay. Let's move the chair in. There we are. Now you got it.
That's on.
Right. Put it on the sofa.
No.
Right. Come on, Tina.
The floor.
Right. So, Tina. Let's see yours,
On
Tina.
the floor.
There we go. The kids are back. The kids are back. Right. Do you want to show you that?
Where's the drink?
The drink.
And I also
Oh,
got.
it doesn't matter.
I also got a Barbie plane and a Barbie car, electric Barbie car, where you can drive around. And I got a Barbie boat.
Right. Do you want to show me any of these things or not? Go on then.
What are the
Boxing Day 2024. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, got the old karaoke machine. I have the book. It's been a long time since I read it, but I think I liked it. Normally, mostly about Elvis and his early life and his parents' early life. Thank you, Rosalind. Yes, we want to learn more about Gladys, definitely. The kids are back in town, yes. I said, guys, 25 presents. 25 presents. Each kid. Here they come. No, Princess and Ella are with their grandmother. Let's have a look.
So look,
Go on then.
I'm gonna. Then. And then.
Yeah.
And it goes back.
Right, bring it over here. Let's have a
So
look.
it goes forward and backwards.
This is amazing.
And it has.
And there's the remote control. Remember, you're looking at that camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, let me remind that doesn't grab you. Right, put it over there. Tino, can you show me your... Now, Tino is a Chelsea football fan, like his brothers. So he's got some Chelsea... These are his...
Crops.
Well, they're called crops. Crops.
I get my crops. Not crops.
Oh, wow. Look at these shoes.
Not crops.
What are these called? Look at Tino's
Crocs.
shoes. These are so cool. Puma, Nike as well. Wow. Nike.
What about my
Wow, look at
crops?
the bottoms.
What about my crops?
Ah,
What about my
should
crops?
we show them? You got more shoes? How many shoes you got?
Oh, Talia gave me those.
Oh, Talia, his sister. This is from his sister, Talia. Talia is 18.
My sister got me her bag. Gave me her bag.
Wow, these are Nike. These are expensive. These must have cost loads of money. Right, okay.
And these.
We're having a
and I
collection
got
of
some
shoes.
Uggs.
So Yasmin got what they called Uggs.
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 And I got these like really comfy Crocs.
From Next.
Because I got really comfy Crocs.
Right, you both got.
Inside
All right,
it-
so these are Crocs. Oh, you can tell them.
So inside it is really fluffy.
So Crocs,
Yeah.
but the inside of them is fluffy. I've never even heard of fluffy Crocs.
I wish there was like on the.
That's a clever idea,
on
isn't
this
it?
bit, I wish there was
Yes, show me.
like fluff on
So
there.
Tino is showing me. Is this a Hot Rods thing?
No, Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels, and you can put stuff in there.
That's pretty.
Only cars.
And this lifts up. Oh, look. Oh, yeah, so like a bridge. See that, guys? And then they put it all out like that. Ooh.
And you can take that one off.
Oh, I see. Yes. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, and what it does, this shoots cars as well. You press this, so it shoots cars along the bridge. Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. I tell you what, if I was your age, if I was 4, I would want that. Okay, take it back, baby. Right, lift it from the bottom. As it all falls. All right, let's put this over there. So Talia is bringing us. Talia is bringing us. Yasmin is bringing us her aeroplane. Ooh, God. This is quite big. There we go. What's it called?
A Barbie plane.
A Barbie aeroplane. Should we take it for a fly? Should we call it the Lisa Marie?
No.
Oh, look, it's got wheels on it as well.
It's called the Barbie airplane.
Pretty cool. Look, the back opens. The back opens.
Yeah, to allow the suitcase.
And then if you look inside, it has movable seats.
And it has you know when you go on an airplane and they go around with food.
All right, it's got a trolley
food.
for when they deliver the food when you're on the thing. It even sits on the wheels. All right, Yasmin, hold this.
Oh no.
Don't drop it.
I'll put it.
Put your arms underneath it. That's it. Just put it on the floor. We got a football for Tino, but it needs blowing up. Yeah, we need a pump, don't we? It's a Sandico. They're happy, guys. Love it. We'll pump this up later, yeah? You eating a sweetie? You eating chocolates?
Ew, Smarties.
They're very lucky kids, guys. Let's have a look. So let me just check the comments. Well, I'm going to read your last few comments, then we're going to go, guys. I will be coming back, though.
I'll show you the one.
Come on, then. Yasmin wants to show one more.
Quite light.
Right, so what is that called?
A Barbie boat.
A Barbie boat.
So look, show them.
It's
the
got
other one.
a cooker, yeah?
Yeah, and that you can put it up and down. And
This goes up and down.
also turns into.
All right, and it turns into a sink.
And we also have this, and you can turn it into that.
And that is like a TV, yeah?
Yes, the TV.
So it's got a TV, and it's called a Barbie boat. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Me and Tina we're gonna play on it today. So we're gonna keep it in.
There you go. Right, okay. Right, I just want to read the comments, then we're going to go and we're going to come back to a live later. I'm surrounded by presents.
Dad, look.
Oh, look, a gun. A massive gun. Okay, and it shoots loads of bullets. We've got a hot...
I already done it.
Yes, you've already shot it. Don't
Can I
face,
show you
don't
to
face
your
it to me.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna face it to the door.
Right, we're having a bit of a toy show.
This is my new lunchbox and it's Stitch.
A lunchbox.
And this is my
A lunchbox?
pencil case.
It's a lunchbox. What's in it?
So no, I put stuff.
Look, all right, you put loads of things in. Oh, I see, I see.
Then
It's quite
we
heavy,
have
isn't it?
A pencil case.
Right, and put that over here. So now we've got
Open that.
a pencil case.
Look,
Tino has a bottle,
there's already water in there.
a Minecraft bottle
I got a Barbie.
with water in.
I got a Barbie.
So
bottle.
put that over there. Okay, I think we've seen enough now. I told you they got a lot of things.
Look, this is Yasmin.
Yasmin's got a Barbie bottle,
And I got Barbie headphones.
Barbie headphones.
And I was using it to go on my.
There we are,
phone.
Barbie
Lovely.
headphones.
Then I got the secret pouch.
A little. Oh, that's cute.
So I
So
know to
open.
open it
Go on then.
here. So there's a little.
Oh, it's got a key.
Yeah. Then you have to turn it
You
sideways.
turn the
Then
key.
it opens up, and then you.
Okay, and then all right. Oops. What's that?
Oh, it has stickers in
This is pretty cool, isn't it? Look at that.
it. But then it has a key to open the second.
So look.
And also,
So you fold it. You put that in here.
wait, I'll show you. So you can also open.
All right. It opens the inside. The inside's got a key as well. So where does this bit go?
Oh, it goes on it. But then there's a little bit where there's like lots of stuff.
All right. So it's got a little drawer.
Dad. Yeah. Dad. Then you close it.
Close it up then. Yeah. Yes, Tina. Show me.
Look.
So Tina.
We'll draw it in here.
All right. Tina got a drawing pad. Ah, look. He's been drawing.
I'll draw Minecraft.
Wow.
No, Dad, you this.
Oh yeah. This.
I'll draw in Minecraft.
You've been drawing Minecraft.
No, I'll draw Minecraft and I'll draw more things in there.
That's very cool. All right. Okay. So I'm just looking now for you. Oh, I see. Yeah. So she showed them your drawings.
I taught how to do the drawing. I drew headphones.
Headphones.
Draw
Roblox.
Nothing.
Oh, cool. You can draw Mummy and Daddy.
And I helped Tino. I done step by step.
My mad world. My mad world.
Look, I done step by step in that.
Right. We need to sort of say goodbye to everyone.
Wait, look, I done step by step in mine. But Dad, we need to show I done step by step.
Okay. You can show a few more things.
I done step by step.
My eyes are not so good across the stitch though. Must have cost a foot. Yes, it definitely did, Emily.
Headphones. Roblox.
My mum and sister in Alabama visiting my sister.
And look.
Show us them. More headphones.
Me and Tina only got the same things.
Minecraft headphones.
Tina got a Roblox bag.
So Diana, she can sing I'm a Barbie girl.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie
Soft
world.
voices.
Life in plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair and dust me everywhere. Imagination. Like
Oh, thank you, Rosalind.
Dad, look.
Yes, my lovely boy. Hi, Lorna.
Look. I didn't spit on my hair.
Hi, Nicola. Yeah, Tino, he loves his chocolate sandwiches. I say they've been. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's your sandwich box.
Yeah.
Cool.
Then he has his own.
A Minecraft sandwich box.
And Tina also got one of these.
Creeper. It says creeper on it.
Tina got one of these too.
All right, he's got. What's this? This is a Spider-Man bag. Yeah.
No. It's like mine. It's like this one.
It's got low. All right, it's like a pencil case.
I helped him put stuff in it.
Oh, look at that, guys.
By the way, I want to draw.
Yes.
And look, there's a little secret bit at the front where I put my lip glosses.
Okay. Oops.
Oh, there's a little secret bit at the front.
All right. Oh.
I want to draw.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna go now. We show one more thing each, then we gotta go.
Yeah, so inside here, I put all my lip glosses in.
All right, go tell them camera.
So,
Diana said great toys.
I put all of these lip glosses in the front. And I got this. So I put all of these lip glosses.
So I'm just quickly looking at the comments.
All of these lip glosses. And the green one.
Here we go.
And,
Put it in your. All right, so put that. Hold there. Hold that.
And there's a little pouch.
So we've got a Roblox bag. Wow, that is so cool. Love that. It's good quality as well, isn't it? You can wear that at school. Take that to school, can't you? Let's have a look.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Black and plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair.
Yeah, they've gone to Nanny. The dog's gone to Nanny.
Imagination, life is the creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Ah, they love it, guys. They love
Barbie,
Christmas.
Let's go party. Ooh,
My
ooh.
wife
Come on,
is
Barbie,
the one
let's
that
go
picks
party.
all the gifts.
Yeah. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, Jasmine. Nicola says Britain's got talent.
Yeah.
Hi, Barones. Merry Christmas.
Why? It says smell me, Daddy.
Smell
It
me.
says smell me.
All right, it must smell nice then. Must smell nice. All right, guys. Remember, it's here we're looking at. Remember, see the camera here.
But I'm gonna draw.
Okay. All right.
I have scented rabbit.
Right, we're out of here, guys.
All right, bye.
Right, do you want to sing? Do you want to sing Merry Christmas?
Yeah.
After 3, 1, 2, 3, go.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry
Be good.
and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Bye, guys. I'm gonna come back do another live stream soon.
Bye.